My name is Doug Leonard. I'm the President and COO of Accreditation Services Bureau. We operate two divisions. One division is Laboratory Accreditation Bureau. Laboratory Accreditation Bureau accredits laboratories to ISO IEC 17025.
So you gave a very good background into the Bureau and what you do. So what are some of the steps that labs have to do at their end in terms of either having documentation in place or complying with certain regulations or using certain testing methodologies to approach you and say, or for you to say, okay, you're good to be accredited by us right now?
Sure, that's a great question. And it's widely asked by laboratories when they call us initially to seek accreditation. What we ask the laboratories to do is to define a scope of accreditation. What do they want to be accredited for? What are the users of their data looking for them to be found in compliance and competent to do that particular testing? And the steps, of course, they have to apply, and they have to declare exactly what it is on their scope of accreditation that we can attest to their competence. So the first step with the application is that we will go through that step by step with them and define exactly what it is that they want on the scope. With that, they have to purchase, understand, and implement ISO IEC 17025. That particular standard used across the globe is a laboratory standard designed specifically for them and for their analysts and their technicians to assure that they're competent. They have the supporting requirements there, they have the documentation in place, they have the training in place to assure that they are supported throughout the system, that they're competent to perform that particular testing. And after the application phase and that's done, they will implement their own system that will go to work, in essence, and put in place that particular documentation. We will ask for that documentation up front, we will analyze it, we will go back to them with things that they may need to work on and fix before we come in for an on-site assessment. We will give them a plan, that plan they will approve, and we will assign an assessor that matches their particular technical competence, and also will be able to go through the quality system as well to assure that they have all the supporting mechanisms in place. After the on-site assessment is done, usually there's a to-do list, because during the peer discussion, during the assessment, we find some gaps, obviously. And then with that, they'll do a corrective action. That corrective action they will send to us with supporting documentation saying that we fixed it, here's all the evidence that we fixed it. And with that evidence, our program managers here at LAB will go and they'll discuss that with the laboratory themselves and the appropriate people involved. And if everything looks great, the accreditation is issued to that specific scope of accreditation.
Okay. One follow-up question that I had with that, there's a lot of talk about and concern about FSMA and the proposed regulations. So there's more focus on how products are tested, how it's documented, and also importantly, who's testing it? Are they trained in the right way? Are the labs certified and accredited? So how is that helping you, or how are you using those regulations to kind of push for more accreditation?
Of course. The Food and Drug Administration now is looking for help. They've noted that during the course of the past decades, when they've gone in for these inspections with the laboratories, they have done a good job, but they need help with that particular process. The accreditation piece is a small portion of that process. What we do assisting the FDA and FSMA is that looking at the regulations that are coming forth and some of the discussions we had with the FDA, we're hoping and continue to hope that they'll trust our services and our peers, the ILAC signatories across the globe, to help them with the accreditation of those laboratories. So with that, the specification that we're thinking for high-risk foods, probably to start, and maybe others, is that they'll trust the accreditation bodies that are signatories to the ILAC arrangement across the world to go in and accredit those particular laboratories for them, and they'll utilize that data coming from those laboratories as trustworthy data.
More work for you. That's good.
Well, we hope.
Great.
We hope. I appreciate the time that you've given us here at Food Safety Tech and at the Food Lab Conference. If there's any more information that you need, we have a website. We have e-learning videos that you can link to on our website. There's 8 of them listed there. And those particular videos take you through the steps of accreditation, what is accreditation, what is 17025, and they're a good asset for the laboratories looking to come into and be accredited by a